Good afternoon. Glad you could all make it here. Susan, Judy, Leslie Ann, great to have you all here today. So let's get right with it. Today we're going to talk about live and learn in the future or get stuck in the past. This is based on a talk at MacStock by Chuck Joyner of Mac Voices podcast fame. So this is Go for Lunch for August the 8th, 2023, brought to you by GoFor Technology. I'm Roger Harmon, your host. There's Chuck Joyner right there. And we are here to make your technology work for you. Hey, did you know it's National Frozen Custard Day? Well, it is. So I think in this hot weather, it would be appropriate to go out and get some frozen custard. And I learned when researching this holiday that the difference between ice cream and frozen custard is that frozen custard also contains egg yolk as well as the other ingredients from ice cream. So it has a thicker texture. So go grab some frozen custard. So one of the points in Chuck's presentation about live and learn in the future was, are you utilizing Apple-provided software? Did you know that there are 58 apps that come with the Mac? There are 39 apps that come with iOS on your iPhone and your iPad. So some of those apps are TextEdit, a handy text editor. It's a little mini word processor that's just right when you just want to write something quickly and not have to get into all the involvement of a former word processor. Then there's Numbers, the spreadsheet that comes with your Mac and is also available on your iPhone and iPad, something that could be used for budgeting a household project. And Pages, of course, is the advanced word processor when you need some of those extra features. And Freeform, have you investigated Freeform? It's a new app that's come recently with the operating system that allows you to do whatever you want, any way you want. It's quite an interesting app that you could learn about. Podcasts, of course, give you lots of information on things that you may be passionate about. Are you utilizing the Podcasts app? So the Finder, of course, is the heartbeat of your Mac operating system. It gets everything organized. And an essential part of the Finder is the dock. Have you removed apps from the dock that you don't really use anymore? Have you added apps to the dock that you do use every day? So you can do that. Another thing you can do with the dock, especially if you're using a MacBook, is you can move it to one side or the other so it's not taking up any room there at the bottom, which on a MacBook sometimes is space that you need to maneuver in. Another part of the Finder, of course, is the menu bar at the top, up here. Again, have you removed icons that you don't use in the menu bar? And have you added icons that you use frequently? So that's another way to customize your Mac. So Chuck mentioned that you are the slowest thing in your computer system. So take advantage of all those applications that could make you more productive. Another thing that Chuck mentioned was critical optimism, which is considering new techniques that could help you. So you notice here on Chuck's slide, he has in the lower left-hand corner applications and the upper right-hand corner hardware. It says, are you using the best tools available? So as you know, in the last 2 years, Apple has brought out Apple Silicon powered Macs that use the M1 and M2 processors, which have made them the fastest computers on the market for consumers. And if you're rocking a like 7-year-old Mac, it may be time to use a better tool and update your Mac to the latest model. So this was just one of the talks at MacStock over 2 days. There were about 16 presentations. And if you'd like to take advantage of learning from all of those presentations and the actual subject of the theme of MacStock VII was learning, it's $97 for the digital pass. I talked to Mike Potter, and he is in the post-production process getting those ready. So it'll be ready in a couple of weeks. You can buy them now and then be notified. And the link for that is in the description right down there. So now we have a public service announcement, a PSA. Lightning cables. So in the last 2 weeks, I have come across situations involving lightning cables, and I wanted to pass what I learned on to you. So you should use MFI cables from well-known companies. Don't buy your cables at the convenience store. They're colorful, they're cheap, and they could cause you a lot of problems and cost you more money than you're saving. So last week I was trying to restore an iPad, and it wouldn't work. I tried over and over again. It would get partially through the restore and then stop. So I worked with Apple Care, and they said, have you tried an MFI cable? And I said, well, no. I use this pretty purple cable that I like. So I went into my Lightning cable box, found a brand new OWC cable, still in the original packaging, unwrapped it, plugged it in, and guess what? My iPad was able to be restored. And last night I was working with someone who needed to back up the iPad to the Mac, and the Mac wasn't seeing it. So I said, let's try a different cable. And when that new cable was plugged in, the Mac could see the iPad, and the backup was completed. So use MFI cables. So what does MFI mean? It means made for iPhone, iPad, iPod. So as you can see here from the diagram, there actually is a circuit board in a Lightning connector. And that's where this certification is important, that the manufacturer of your cable gets that right, because if they don't, it won't work right when you're syncing something. So use an MFI cable from a brand you know and trust, like Otherworld Computing, Belkin, Monoprice, companies that are known for their quality and making MFI certified cables available to you. And of course, you can get them from Apple. So if you haven't already, please type any questions or comments right down here on YouTube, and share this video as well as the GoFor Gazette, which comes to you every Monday morning about 7 o'clock with people you know that use Apple devices. And give us a like so that YouTube will show this to more people. We can help them too. So let's see what we have here as far as your comments. And so Leslie Ann says frozen custard is really protein. It's health food. Right. And she would like to see a free form done on GoFor Lunch. That's a great idea. Thank you for that. And Leslie also asked if MFI is written on the cable. How do I know? It's not often on the cable, it is on the packaging. So when you buy a cable, it comes in a package usually, and it should say MFI certified. So you saw that logo there It's MF with a small I, capital M, capital F, small I, MFI certified. Good questions and comments. So we're going to keep it short and sweet today. So if you think of anything else that you'd like us to cover on Go for Lunch, my contact information is coming up right now. You can call me or you can email me, and I'd be glad to do that. One of the things that they covered at MacStock under the theme of learn is one way to learn is by teaching. And that's how I do it very much of the time, most of the time, all of the time. Have a great day. We'll see you next week.